Hello everyone. So I just made a video in Italian about how I learned Italian, and now I just want to do a quick explanation in English on what I did. First of all, I have to say that my Italian isn't perfect, but I explained that in my Italian video, but I'm not trying to fool anyone into thinking that it's perfect, but I can discuss pretty much anything that I want to discuss in English in Italian, and I have had conversations with Italians and good long conversations about the differences in culture between the United States and Italy, about jobs, working, about medical school, about a lot of different things that I enjoy, my hobbies, and I'm able to do all this in Italian just like I could in English. So now I just want to discuss a little bit about my methods of what I did. A lot of people have a lot of different methods, and I believe any method could work, and they all have potential benefits. But what I did was, with my limited funds I bought used books from a friend who studied Italian at the university. So I bought them both for $25 plus Pinocchio and another short story. And I went through all the material, and I keep this one to look up grammar things if I ever, I haven't done it yet, but if I ever want to brush up on something, or if I forget how to use, I don't know, how the conditional works. Typically I look this stuff up online, but I keep the book anyways for some reason. But I don't go through all the activities when I go through the book. I don't go page for page. I just go and read all the cultural notes, which are very interesting, to me at least. I also like to read about different things like short stories. A lot of times they put a lot of Italian short stories in there. They talk about Italian film. They talk about a lot of interesting stuff in these books for students. Because I'm not only learning a language just to learn a language, but I'm also learning it to learn about the culture. And so for that reason I do like these books, and I can go through quick, and they often have useful vocabulary lists that I can look through and study as well. So I enjoyed going through those two books. I enjoyed reading, and I also listened to Pimsleur, which a lot of people are against. They say it's boring. What I do is I do it when I'm cleaning the apartment, or I go to the gym, or I'm buying groceries. That's a perfect time to just listen, and you don't really have to concentrate with Pimsleur, okay, because it's a bit repetitive, but it helps you just be a little bit with the automaticity of the language. You can just have an automatic response, and I think it does help. I believe it helped me to speak decently. So I enjoy doing that as well. And after I did all that, I started listening to the radio, and I found and started using a website called Lingq, Lingq.com. I believe I talked about it before. It's pretty good. It's not a perfect system. It's a tool that could help you learn a language, and it's not going to make you fluent by any means. But I listened to Pinocchio after having read it, and I listened to Gorky's, one of his short stories was actually translated into Italian, and I listened to that, and it was pretty good. So I've done some work with Lingq. And I listen to the radio. Currently, I download podcasts from an Italian radio station that I enjoy listening to now when I'm doing whatever. Maybe I'll listen to 3 or 4 short 15-minute radio clips a week. And that's pretty much where I'm at with my Italian right now. And I'm satisfied with my slightly imperfect but decent level of Italian, because I don't really need to use it. I've never had a situation where I've really needed to speak Italian fluently. Just when I meet Italians, I enjoy speaking it with them, and it's a good icebreaker to start a conversation with tourists or whoever I happen to meet who's Italian. Also, an advantage of learning foreign languages that I want to share with you is that I found an offer to work in Milan that I would never have been able to find if I didn't speak Italian. The fact that I spoke Italian really got me involved with this. And even though I'm not sure if I'll do it, because I have another great offer here in New York for the summer, and I don't know, between the two, they're both good offers for different reasons. I'd love to go to Italy to travel, have a little bit of vacation. The research seems really interesting. I'd get to see their hospitals and work with their doctors, and that would be wonderful for me. I'd love it. But there's a project that I'm very, very much interested in here that's going to be starting up in New York that I'd like to participate in as well. So it's going to be a tough decision. I'm really not sure which I'll do. but I'll keep everyone posted. But that's an opportunity that I had only because I learned the language early. So I think there's a lot of advantages. If you like learning languages, you'll find that you'll you'll meet a lot of cool people, you'll have more opportunities. There's a lot of advantages to going through with learning a foreign language. So I hope I encouraged you to look into different resources that you have for foreign language learning, to continue with your goals, and to press on. So thanks for listening.